Welcome, Bomb Squad, to episode 43 of TNT. It is August 27th on a Monday, but we got a Saturday show. Let's have some fun. Let's light up the day. Everybody hates Mondays, but you know what? You're not going to hear this until like Tuesday or Wednesday. The week's already going to be halfway gone, but we'll lighten you up anyway. It'll be a good time. Of course, Saturday shows mean that we're just going to do our world famous segments and a classic 4-pack of questions. Tones, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Tom.
Great.
Well, actually, I'm doing all right. I'm having a little bit of the Monday scaries. It's the 3-day weekend is coming to an end.
Yeah, I love when you have your days off and like we have a movie to watch and like a podcast to edit, and you just do none of that. You just watch another movie that has no obligation to the podcast.
Yeah,
go to a random movie, just sit around all day and eat.
Yeah, well, I mean, to be fair, we're not doing this movie until next episode anyway. Yeah. And I mean, I didn't edit at all either.
Yeah, I know.
That's I'll get it out tonight.
It's your day off. I don't blame you. It's fucking fine. So we have to do a little housekeeping, I guess, a little update. So you had to do a TNT punishment challenge yesterday where you ingested 2 bananas and a Sprite, record like a minute and 35 seconds. Basically, you got that down. Did the challenge by the book. Nothing happened again. So what's going on with the stomach? Give us an update.
Well, it was hurting yesterday because I don't know if we said on here, but I had some friends come over. We got some wings, like not even an hour after I did the challenge.
Yeah, so the same exact thing happened the last time you did the bananas.
And
friends came over for some wings.
Yeah, I don't know why. It just like poor, like very unfortunate timing. Like of all the days, it was like, oh yeah, let's get wings. And it's like, oh yeah, let's do the challenge today. It's just like, well, here we are. We're doing this again. But it's, I mean, and I ended up having Carvel last night too. It didn't help at all. But I mean, I'm fine.
Cone?
No, I got a Carvalanche.
A Carvalanche?
A cookie dough Carvalanche.
Is it like an avalanche, but Carvel style?
It's an avalanche of Carvel. And there's like cookie dough in there and it all blended together. It's like, you know how they make the McFlurries where they just kind of put it in the big shaker upper thing? Oh, yeah. That's what it was, but with cookie dough. It was good. It was delicious, but I felt awful for it. And I paid for it this morning. But luckily I was off, so I could kind of just be in and out of the bathroom all day. And I'm feeling good now. Feeling good now.
That's good. Good. All right. So, and then I had to do a TNT punishment challenge next weekend, which I guess I have to eat a whole bag of Pop Rocks and also drink an entire 12-ounce Coke. We'll put a time limit on them, and I'll do some YouTubing and see what because I've seen a couple of the videos. It's a disaster. Like once you pour the Coke onto your tongue that's filled with Pop Rocks,
it's just gonna explode.
It just explodes. So I don't know. Like, well, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish it, but we'll see. We'll figure it out. We have plenty of time to think about it. All right, so we're going to do a little special version of the Saturday show. We're going to do a 4-pack of questions first. So, Kane, do the honors. All right. So, classic 4-pack. Thank you, Kane. So, question number 1, Tones. So, when you're taking a shit and someone knocks on the door, what do you say to them to notify them of your presence?
I go, I'm in here.
That's it.
I just let them know I'm in here. There's somebody in here. There's another person in here. Go away.
Even if it's at work and like it's in the morning and you're like not feeling talkative and somebody tries, sometimes like if it happens at work, I won't say a word. I'll just like let the locked door speak for itself.
Yeah, that's true. Sometimes I won't say something, but if I do say something, that's what it is. I mean, because if the door's locked, like, you know, someone's in there. Like I always wonder what you say, like hello or like
it always happens. It's the worst when you're at work and you're just like sitting there in the bowl, door's locked, just like feeling like shit. Taking a shit, and some guy that comes and opens the door, you don't say anything, and they're just like, whoops, sorry. You're just like, nah. It's all right.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what do you say to that? It's just like an awkward, like, oh, we always get so weird when it comes to like shit or piss. Like,
yeah, I cannot shit at work when there's somebody else in there taking a shit. I will sit there and like wait for them to finish and then leave.
I'll do the same thing. I'll do that, and like especially if I'm done. And there's like someone like taking a piss and they would see me getting out, I'll wait for them to leave.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. But it's like sometimes then like someone else comes in and then you're stuck. And then just like
sometimes you just gotta wipe up and then like come back in a couple minutes or something like that. I do it all the time. Yeah. But like there have been times where like somebody else goes in and sits down in the stall and like I'll be trying to wait them to leave, and then like they'll be doing the same, and I can tell there's like nothing dropping out of them. So they're waiting for me to finish up, and I'm just like, I can sit here all day, buddy. I ain't going anywhere. Like, it's just a matter of like who can hold out the longest. I've only lost a couple of those battles. We were a few where I'm just like, God fucking damn it, just
battle
just grab the fucking toilet paper wipe and come back. But like my farts when I shit in the morning are so loud, like outrageous. And like I can never have like a smooth like dump. I have no problem if like it's just shit hitting the toilet, but when it's just like violently erupting with like farts going off everywhere, it's 4th of July. I just can't. I don't want that person, because then once it goes very definite, it goes like completely quiet after I'm done with that, and it's just pure quietness, and I know he's in there. I'm just like, this is so like he just heard me like explode.
The silence after that is so loud.
It's the silence is deafening
because it's just like so much, and it's just like nothing. And
yeah, some people are completely shameless.
Oh yeah, no, it's like my house. Like I've always said, this is like my house is great. I love it, but it's very poor design in the fact that the bathroom is right next to like the kitchen and the dining room.
Yeah.
So like if someone has to go take a shit in the middle of dinner or whatever, like you're just sitting there like at the dinner table, just like
someone's taking a shit unplugged on MTV.
that actually happened once. Like one of my dad's friends just like had no shame, just went in there. You just heard his ass explode all over the toilet. Everyone's sitting there trying to eat, and everyone's just kind of pushing it. Like nope.
Like half of my friends are shameless shitters. Like they always tend to be bigger guys who just like get I gotta shit. Like I don't give a fuck, and they just go in and just like Joe is a complete shameless shit. Like, Joe just goes in and fucking rocks it. But like I'm just like, I don't know how loud this is gonna be. Like if it's like extremely loud, I'm just gonna fucking. Plus the thing is they can't see who's in there. You know, like you're pretty much anonymous, but still there's something about it.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, we should all be shameless shitters if we're being honest. Like everybody shits, everybody poops. Like we all
absolutely. But farts are really funny.
They are funny, but it's like some people are ashamed of it. Like we should all just do it and just embrace it.
Yeah. If you violently shit like I do with like you just want to be by yourself and just get it out. Like I don't like sometimes if I like cannot wait, like it's just like I'll sit down and I'm about to explode and somebody walks in, I'll just like try to easily like have it like flow out. But then it will just be slowly like the gas part gets through and then you're just like shit. God damn it. But I mean, for me, like at home, like if like my mom like tries to open the door or something like that, I just give like a yup, like the guy in Storage Wars.
Yup.
That's yup. The door's locked. I'm in here. Like it's yup. To answer all your questions, I am in here taking a dump. So leave me alone. All right. So moving to question number 2 of the classic 4-pack. What fad are you surprised has not died yet?
I have to go with like the mumble rap, trap rap kind of genre because it's so bad. Like a lot of these new rappers, like they just say something like one phrase is like really catchy, and they just say it over and over again, like, and that's the entire song, and people go crazy for that shit. Like I don't understand. There's no real skill in it. It's all the music that's coming out now is a formula to it. You know?
Yeah, well, it's got to be. There's a formula to get on the Billboard Top 100 list, right? And it's got to have like a catchy hook and like pop part where like the rapper can just spew out nonsense and mumble, and then all of a sudden you have like this chick come out and just sing like a good pop chorus.
That's all it is. That's all it is. So it's just like, but specifically like trap music, trap rap. It's just like the same like mumbling. Just I don't even know how to describe it. It's just
who's like the king of the trap rap.
I mean, Future started it off, but like he's actually, you know, his music may not seem like he's talented, but he does a lot of ghostwriting for people and stuff. Like he earned his way up through, like he's been making music for 10 plus years at this point, you know, and now he's finally big, which I respect that. He worked his way up. A lot like this guy, Lil Pump. He's like 17 years old. Lil Pump. And his like biggest hit is a song called Gucci Gang. And the whole chorus is like Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang. Like that's the whole fucking song. It's just him saying Gucci Gang over and over again. It's like and he has all these face tattoos and shit. Like I have no problem with tattoos, but these rappers
face tattoos. Who's that guy who's got the rainbow teeth and the tattoos all over his face?
That's Tekashi 6ix9ine. He just has like 69 tattooed all over his body and all over his face. Like what do you like? Like
gotta be the ugliest guy I've ever seen.
In 30 years, when you know you're not rapping anymore and you walk around with rainbow fucking hair and you got the 69 tattooed on your fucking cheek, like you're gonna look like a fucking idiot. You look like an idiot now.
I don't give a fuck. Yeah, he's gonna like when he's doing like his MTV like behind the music when he's 60, like talking about how he wrote certain songs. He's gonna look like a moron.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And it's just I don't know. It's you know what it is? It's all these like little kids, like these teenagers that are just looking for like shock value. Like, oh, this guy doesn't give a fuck. He's got tattoos all over his face. Yeah, like, I'm sitting here like, well, you look like a fucking idiot, and you're gonna regret that. Not even in 30 years, in a year, you're gonna regret that fucking 69 tattooed on your face.
Yeah, but he's probably making a whole bunch of money. And there's a lot of stupid people out there, and they gravitate towards him for some reason. I don't know. I see his big ugly fucking face trending on Twitter more often than I should be seeing it.
Yeah. No, it's
Twitter? I don't give a fuck what's going on in this guy's life on a daily basis. Leave me alone with the shit.
I know. It's ridiculous. I mean, they are probably making good money, but they're all spending on stupid shit. They're all buying cars. They're all buying. He's buying rainbow fucking grills. Like, what is it? Like, what do you need? Like, he has one pair, like, he has one normal pair, and then he has a pair that's like shark teeth, but like rainbow. It's like, what do you like? It's just. So
I'm just gonna be the ugliest dude you'll ever have to see, and like surprise you with my like talent. I guess I don't know. And I don't understand like who's really like into this stuff. Is it like 16-year-old girls like playing it at their parties, or is it like?
No, I mean I think it like the newer rappers is more like the high school kids. Like it's weird how music is like that. Like you follow what the younger people like. Like everyone's like, well, I'm getting old. I don't want to see mode. Let me just like follow what the younger people like. And then they just like, it just perpetuates all the way up the line. And it's like, I don't know. I don't understand it. I mean, his music, all their music is just, I feel like an old man just yelling at the clouds right now, but it's really bad.
Preach, because it's people like me who don't listen to rap and then they see this stuff and we just look at the rap community like, what a joke.
It's like the gay pride parade for you. People parading around and you're like, well, that doesn't represent me. Like you look at this new music, this doesn't represent the music I like.
Exactly.
This isn't real rap. It's some kind of drug related fucking offshoot. That's the other thing. Is all these guys, they just rap about how cool it is, like taking pills and drinking scissor. Like I understand wanting to have a good time, but there's like they just take it to a whole nother fucking level.
Yeah. Drinking what, by the way?
Scissor. Yeah.
That's what
it's cough syrup. Cough syrup.
I know.
Okay. Okay. Lean, as the kids call it.
Yeah. And shout out Metallica, because every time they put out an album, they're top of the Billboard charts. They're like one of the only bands who could still do that. Like come out with a full-on studio EP and just like have like 5 of them be in the top 10 as like a metal band.
Yeah. Just go out there and just rock it.
Yeah, exactly. So I have the hipster style thing. Like everybody dressing like it's like the Civil War again with the long beards, and they got like the tight pants.
Taking shots of beards.
Hey, I got one too.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah. Okay. But like the real like the one where it's like the bushy like and the glasses. Well, I mean like I'm feeling like I'm describing you right now, but it's not even close to what I'm talking about.
No, they have like the longer beards, and they have like the like the mustaches like twirled up like
twirled up on the sides. Yep. And then like the slick back hair,
and
and then the leather shoes, tight fucking jeans. It's just like you're a douchebag. Like, what are you doing? Like, A, you look terrible, and B, it looks like they're trying to make a statement by looking so bad that they know something more than you. It's a look like they're just like, nah, I'm progressive. Like
it's just like an I don't give a fuck attitude. It's just like, whatever. I'm chilling.
I mean, I do that. I mean, I'm wearing a Metallica shirt and jeans. That's got to be fucking more than them. They're taking their time getting dressed up like a girl.
I got basketball shorts and a black t-shirt. That's it.
Yeah, we're the real hipsters. We're the OG of I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I'm just sitting in my mom's basement yelling into a microphone.
These guys are moving in on our turf.
Yeah, I don't like it one bit.
No,
not one bit.
I mean, honestly, I don't see it too often in the real world because we're on the East Coast, and like, I mean, it exists, but I avoid those people at all.
You go to Brooklyn, you'll see plenty of that.
Yeah, New York, you see everything.
Yeah,
but like the typical New York, like beer and liquor snob, Starbucks sitting there with the legs crossed, having a latte, and just like criticizing shit that they pretend like they know what they're talking about. Excuse me, but they don't. Those people. I thought this has been going on for way too long, but it's still there big time. And I still see these commercials on it with these hippies and their Mac computers. and they're just like drinking Starbucks, and they're just like, bro.
No,
like,
see, they don't even drink Starbucks. They go to like these little like hole in the wall coffee shops.
Oh yeah,
roasters. Like, yeah, independently owned. It's like where they grow their own coffee beans in the back out of like, and instead of like fertilizer, they just like reuse like from the septic tank. They like take the shit out and they just like use that to like fertilize the coffee beans. Or
those people, like these hipsters who think they know what they're talking about too, like makes my job. I think we've talked about it a bunch here, but like they don't know what they're talking about with the non-GMO and the organic stuff.
Yeah,
like you just want, you don't want pesticides on your food and stuff. I get that, but there's a reason why we were doing that for all these years. Not because like we wanted to like poison you. It's because we wanted to make sure that no fucking bacteria grows on your shit. And they're just like, no pesticides for me. Better be organic or I ain't having it. It's like, all right, fine. You got like a 99% chance more to get like stomach problems, like and shit your pants.
Catch Ebola or something.
Get Ebola. Yeah,
that was the problem with Chipotle, right? Like they're using all organic shit and stuff.
Yeah, they're organic. It's always with the vegetables and the lettuce because that's where like most of the bacteria bugs go from. Because like I don't know, they're just weak. The plants are weak.
Yeah,
it's never the meat. Like meat, you could like it's organic, but the cow is getting slaughtered and stuff. And you can just get an organic certification saying that you treated him nice for as long as you had him, or whatever, and you didn't give him what's the word?
You fed him right. You give him
you fed him right.
No hormones.
Yeah, to keep the meat tender and stuff. But like it's always from the vegetables and like it's the lettuce, and there's nothing much you can do about it. If you want organic lettuce, your odds of getting E. coli because of that fact are through the roof. It's so impossible to not use pesticides on like plants that you're going to serve to eat and like keep bacteria off. You spray the pesticides and all the other sides on there to keep all that shit away from it. But like if you're not, then it's going to be a disaster. You can have the most clean operation anyway. Bacteria will find your way. It will find its way to your plants. And then you eat it and then you just get diarrhea for weeks. And then you sue Chipotle only because you're a fucking hipster who doesn't know what he's talking about and demands organic. Fucking idiots.
Yeah, no, believe me, I get it. I get the same thing at my store with like, people asking for like the farm raised and the fresh and stuff, like the wild caught. So you don't understand. If all the fish here were wild caught, it'd be double, triple the price.
No, absolutely.
And then you complain about it. Yeah. Oh, it's too expensive. Well, then go fucking eat the shit that's grown in a barrel in China.
Go get the net people, like everybody else. To get you all fishing like the nets. I don't know. It's ridiculous, but yeah, hipsters, knock it off. You think you know everything? You don't. You and your whatever degree, your fucking poop studies.
18th century Russian literature degree. Like, oh, sweet. Dostoevsky is really going to get you far in life.
That wouldn't have even gotten you anywhere in the 18th century because all that stuff didn't work in Russia. Fucking idiots. Okay. So that moves us to our third question of the classic 4-pack. So Tones, you're on death row. All right. It's execution day. You're going to get a last meal. What's the last meal?
What did I do, first of all? Why am I here?
You stole.
I stole.
You stole. You were part of a heist, and a couple people got killed along the way. You were in Ocean's 11, gone completely wrong.
Gotcha. So more like the town kind of deal, or I went to like drop somewhere
and then you kill a couple cops, and yep.
That's an awesome movie, by the way. But yeah, okay, all right, because no, that affects my answer.
Yeah,
but
it was just a heist gone wrong. That's it.
It happens. Victimless crime. So yeah, I'm gonna go first of all, big old steak. Then I'm gonna get some mac and cheese on the side. I want a giant, big old bacon cheeseburger. And then to kick it all off, I want a buffalo chicken pizza.
Oh, that's a lot. Might as well.
Yeah, it's my last meal. I mean, it's not. I don't have to deal with the repercussions after.
No, yeah, you shit yourself.
And the best thing is when you die, you shit yourself. So I'm gonna make them clean all that up.
Yep. They probably make prisoners do that. I'll go clean up this dead guy's shit all over my electric chair. I'm having a Sinatra steak, which is the best steak in the world as far as I'm concerned. It is a 20-ounce New York strip steak that's marinated in this delicious butter with sauteed mushrooms, and the juices collide, and it just serenades the steak. Is
that the one you have delivered to your house?
Yes. When the Bucks win a big game, I establish during the week if it's a Sinatra game or not.
Okay.
And if it is, we rarely win Sinatra games, but when we do, I will get, you know, a Sinatra. There's different levels of steaks for Bucks wings. So there's the Sinatra steak, which is almost the king. The king is the cowboy steak that I don't order. I go to the butcher and buy that myself. It's like a $60 cut of meat.
Jeez.
And it's like, I think it's like 48 ounces. It's one of those like big circle ones with the bone sticking out. It's like a frying pan.
Okay, yeah.
I buy one at the beginning of the year and then keep it in the freezer. And that's like, it's reserved mainly for the Super Bowl. But then like by week 6, I realized that like we're not going to win the Super Bowl and I want to eat that steak. So typically it comes down to like, let's just beat the Saints and we'll call it a Cowboys. But Sinatra games, if we beat Breeze in the Superdome in week 1 this year, that is a Sinatra game. That is a Sinatra celebratory win right there.
I like it.
Sometimes the owner brings it to me because nobody orders from them except for me.
Mm-hmm.
And like for that reason, I'll sometimes never get the food. They'll just like ignore me. I think I've talked about it.
You had a bone on here, I think, once.
Yeah. And like last time I did it, the last Sinatra win, he came and delivered himself. It was wrapped in tinfoil. It was still steaming hot. And he was just like, you know what this is? I was like, it's a fucking Sinatra. I know goddamn well what it is. And he's just like, good, just let it sit for a couple minutes. I brought it here myself. I just want you to fully enjoy it. Keep coming to a restaurant. I know there's been problems, this and that. And I was like, hey, listen, as long as you keep offering us Sinatra, I'm going to keep doing business with you. It's very hard to find the steak so big as a New York strip. You know, strips usually max out at 16 ounce, 20 ounces, though. It is a thick cut.
It's a big cow.
The big fucking steak. It is delightful. Next time you're down here, I'll think about buying you Sinatra. Probably not. They're a little expensive. I think it's $52 for a Sinatra.
Ooh, yeah, you don't have to do that.
More. Yeah, I probably won't. I'll take it back. I don't know why I said that. Get your own fucking Sinatra.
Trying to lure me down there.
All right, so question 4 to wrap up the classic 4-pack. What's the stupidest question you've ever heard somebody ask?
Is the fish from the ocean or from the sea?
Oh boy, that's stupid. I should have went first because now
this is from a Haitian woman.
Okay, all right.
Haitians. The Haitians. The Haitians are like endless like source material.
Well, maybe they meant like, is this from like the ocean or like the Mediterranean Sea?
No, like I think what she meant was like, is this like wild or farm raised? But she's like, is it from the ocean or the sea? I'm like, what's the difference? She was like, oh, the ocean is bad, the sea is good. I'm like, it's from the sea. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Is it from the ocean or the sea? Like, was it caught like just by like some guy with no passion to fish in the ocean, or was there some guy out there like railing the sea and just like passionately caught this?
Yeah, fish? Like old man in the sea. Like I don't know.
Yeah, that's a tough question.
Yeah, and like you just look at him like, what is that?
You're a moron. Get out of my store.
Or
get out of here.
Or even better, a lot of times the Haitians come in and the only fish they eat is red snapper. So they'll just come in and be like, do you have any fish? And I'm just like, I have like 3 full tables of fish. I'm like, yeah, I just put my arms up.
Yeah. Have you looked around? It's the seafood department.
No, you know, the red one, the fish. I'm like, yeah, over there. Fucking stupid.
Is this from the fucking ocean or the sea? It's from the sea. I don't know, lady. Get out of my face. What did I say about flip-flops in the freezer?
God damn it.
So I had a coworker ask in a meeting, when is Cinco de Mayo? In a full group discussion. He's one of those guys. He's new from that acquisition we did, and he was just like one of those guys who's just trying to like ask. He's a kid in class who just tries to like ask way too many questions just to get attention and brown nose.
Yeah.
Make it seem like you're really engaged, but like the questions that they're asking are stupid, and teachers just like, would you just fucking let me talk and you'll find out these simple answers. Quit raising your hand, slowing everything down. But like we did, like we're running like a promotion in like Cinco de Mayo and March Madness, and he was just like, when's Cinco de Mayo again? May? He was like, yeah, it's May 5th, you moron.
Oh my god. Yeah.
When's March Madness? March? Got it. Cool.
I mean, it's in the fucking name.
Cinco de Mayo. But just like sit back and think a second before you fucking open your mouth and just keep asking these stupid questions, dude. When is Cinco de Mayo?
Ridiculous.
May 5th, you dick. Can we please proceed with you? Stop interrupting.
Even if you don't know Spanish, like you should know. Like
everybody knows like, it's May 5th.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that. Ridiculous. Oh man. That was, you could tell once he said it, he was just like,
wish I could have that one back.
God, he has 2 sakes. Is that, you serious? Oh man. Okay, so that brings us to our world famous segments. So Taylor Hicks, hit it. All right. We got a horse race. Look forward to this. We didn't have any interruptions for the 4-pack. I'm very excited about that. So we have Go Easy, but it's Geaux. Gooks. So I was like, and then the track is Louisiana Downs. So Tones, we were looking at the names, didn't look at the horses because all of them are it's a shit horse race. They're the rats. And he was like, yeah, you got to go. It's the Creole style. You got to go. He's pretty much the home guy.
Yeah.
Right. With the name like this.
I mean, if you go to like an LSU game, it'll say like Geaux Tigers.
Yeah. I like looked at it. I was just, what the fuck is that word? But all right. So I got $10 on him to win. He's 8-1. So it's a good bet. It's a 6-horse race. I'm pretty excited about this. I don't think I've ever bet Louisiana Downs before. It looks like the TV. It looks like it's 1982 with the camera like footage that they have.
Horses are in the gate. We're kicking off.
All right, we're in the gate. He's the 4-horse. Go Easy.
Ready for a start, and they're off.
All right.
King Former Edith from the inside is out quickly, as is Shoes from the get-go.
It's a white horse. It's a gray horse. I never bet gray horses.
Glory is at the back of that group in 5th.
Oh, he jumped all the way up to 17-1 while we were doing the 4-pack.
No.
He's right up there. 21-1 now.
Oh, shit.
Odds are, I guess, we're just getting people fucking running to the gates and not betting them. We're in 3rd.
Opening quarter, a controlled one, 24-17. King Former
all right.
pokes his head in front.
Okay, come on, Go Easy. Go harder. Okay, we're fading. We're fading a little bit.
Outside is you feeling.
We're in 4th.
Let's Go Easy and Carl's Glory giving his cue by
Davis
is launching a bit from the.
We really need to make a strong push here at Hell's Corner.
42, rounding the turn. King Former Edith.
We're in last.
Shoes from the get-go the outside. They're 5 lengths clear of Carl's Glory, who's on the outside.
All right, we need a miracle here.
But it's Hold Me Cat in 4th. They're into the stretch, and King Former Edith is shaking.
Come on.
Shoes from the get-go. King Former Edith now.
You know, I can never do it on the show. I do it all the time, sit by myself. I'll bet the ponies. All of a sudden, I'll be up sitting here $216 in my account. No problem. None of it documented. I do this, fucking $10 right down the toilet.
You got stage fright.
Shoes from the get-go.
Dead last. Dead last place.
You feeling it?
I wouldn't have bet him if he was 21-1. He was 8-1. Those are good odds. 21-1 would be like, whoa.
Yeah. That's, now let me ask you something. If you bet on him at 8-1, but the odds go to 21-1, do you get those odds, or are you locked in at
21-1? Yeah. Okay. Sports betting is opposite. So right now, in my wallet, I have the Bucks to win the Super Bowl at 100-1, and right now they're 250-1 for no fucking reason. I don't understand what Vegas's problem is. They're like being such assholes to us.
They're just like, oh, they're the Bucks, right?
The Bucks, worst team in the league.
Ramp
fucking, it up. Yeah, over under 6 wins. People are just like hammer the under. I'm like, fuck you. This is my life. This is my life. Stop it with this criticism. It's unbelievable. But it's a good thing because last year we were supposed to go 10-6 and we fucking shat the bed. So maybe fucking telling us they're gonna be terrible this year will make us good.
Yeah,
never know. I'm the only one who fucking watches them. I know these fucking pricks on ESPN don't watch the Buccaneers. I know.
No,
they just look at the fucking numbers, and I'm like, you guys are morons. But anyway, all right. So that brings us to our second segment, which is a Do You Remember? So I believe we both have Do You Remembers today.
Mm-hmm.
And yours is pretty long awaited. You couldn't remember it, so that's why we didn't put it in yesterday's show. But you remembered it after, and now we're gonna do it. So what's up? What do I have to?
Do you remember when I got kicked out of Flat Rocks?
When you got in the fight?
Yep.
Yeah, of course.
All right. So I guess I'll regale the bomb squad. So this bar near our house, senior year, Flat Rocks, we used to go to.
Great spot. My favorite, personal favorite spot.
The official song of Flat Rocks was Wagon Wheel.
Yeah,
with Darius Rucker. It's a great song.
Just like every other bar in the country, but yes, this one specifically.
Yeah. And you know, so we were in there, and our buddy Joe, his name comes up a lot in here. He bumped into somebody and made them drop their shots that they were carrying. We were at the bar. He bumped into them. They dropped the shots. And, you know, he was really drunk. He was a mess, and he was like, apologize. I'm sorry. Like, I'll buy you more shots. He bought the guy more shots. That should have been it. You know, shit happened.
Who does that? I mean, like, that's such an honorable move by Joe to go and buy him. Most people would just be like, sorry.
Yeah, no, you know, he knew he was drunk. He knew he was being obnoxious. And, like, you know, that's like, it's a nice thing to do. Like, he didn't have to do that. And especially in a college bar where it's packed and it's so many people and it's like all sweaty and like you don't see that. There's not a lot of chivalry, I guess you could say. So he, bought the new shots, and then we're standing there waiting for our drinks, and I still hear this guy talking shit, like standing right next to us talking shit.
I remember seeing you like hearing them talking the shit too, and I'm just like, oh. Gonna get bad.
I just hear them talking shit. I was like, yo, what's your problem? Like, he just bought you to replace the shots. Like, why are you still bitching? And he's just like, fuck you say, bro. I was like, yeah, you're being a little pussy.
I remember that. I remember that exact line.
And I got into his face. I just kept saying,
when you said that to him, like, you're being a little pussy, your face just turned like, I'm ready to go. And I'm like in between you and this kid. And I'm just like, oh boy.
Yeah, and I just kept saying it. Listen, I was really drunk myself too, and I just kept saying like, "Yo, you're being a little pussy." And they kept saying it in his face, like really emphasizing the P. Like, you're a pussy. And I kept saying it, and then next thing you know, he just like dove at my waist, and we were standing so close. And like I said, it was a packed, crowded bar, and the band was right behind us. It wasn't a band; it was a guy with a guitar. And I got tackled into the guy with the guitar.
I was like, no, not the guitar. You're gonna ruin the vibes.
And so, I mean, we get tackled in the guy with the guitar. The music stops. Everyone's like looking. And luckily, like the bouncer, I guess, I don't know if he saw it from across the room or what.
I saw the whole thing.
But he was there before like any like real punches were thrown. He got pulled up.
Yeah. So you ended up on top of this kid after like he tackled you, but there was such a crowded section at the bar. I mean, it's a tiny little place, so it's like he pretty much just got cushioned into a trampoline of people, and then you fought back, and then pretty much put him on his back in where the guitarist is playing. Then I went over and I grabbed you or him, I forget, one of you, and like was just like, break it up.
I couldn't even tell you what happened on the floor of that bar. Like it just all happened so quick, and like someone was getting pulled up right after. But long story short, we got kicked out of the bar. And they got to stay because they knew the bartender, who was a fucking prick.
I got to stay.
Oh, you got to stay?
I got to stay.
I got kicked out.
You and Joe got kicked out.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I forget what Joe did, but Joe got kicked out. I think like the bouncer just like saw you two
out a couple times.
Oh yeah, but he loved us. Like a lot of times he kicked us out. He would be busting our balls. He'd be like, "Get the fuck out of here!" What? But he was always cool. Yeah. But he came over to me, picking one of you up and scream and break it up. Like I was just like trying to get laughs. Just like, hey, you friends, stop fighting. and then he just pointed at Joe and was like, you're out. And just like, what the fuck did I do? And then he walked you out. And then I stayed for the rest of the night. Yeah. I forget who else was there, but like, I think I actually made friends with the guy that you were getting into a fight with. I was just like,
backstabbing.
That escalated quickly, huh? Let's go. Let's buy some beers, boys. Come on. Let's have some fun.
You probably get
the guy's playing
free beers out of it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No, I mean,
I think I actually did. Yeah, because they were like your buddy was being a dick. I was just like, hey, to be honest, like you were being a dick. And I don't want to start anything. And then we talked it out, and he was like, let's have a beer. Let's have some fun. Let's get all this anger drained out of our system with a cool Bud Light.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was a classic night.
No, but yeah, that bar was crazy because I mean the bartender hated us because there was one time Joe snapped at him for a drink. He was like doing like the Ricky from Child Porn. Like, hey, beers, shots, let's go.
That guy freaked out.
Yeah, he was real mad. So but like the bartender knew, like he would always kick us out, and the bouncer was like, I gotta kick you out. Like, he's the bartender, but like, just come back next weekend. You'll be fine.
Exactly. That's how I always went with you guys. I don't think I ever got kicked out of that place. I think there was only one time I got close, is because I always try to grab the microphone and sing, and they're just like, listen, Tom, if you do it again, I got to get you out of here. I was like, all right, stop. And I would. But I missed that place, Flat Rock. It's closed. It's out of business, by the way.
Really? Yeah. Oh, shit. Too many fights by the band.
Yeah, I guess. It's just, I mean, you're competing with like Mad River and Brew Pub.
Yeah.
That's why we went there, because everybody went to Brew Pub and Mad River, and it was just a club. Yeah. And like, we just wanted to go hear some acoustic set and just like hear some Wonderwall by Oasis,
some
Rock Out. Yeah. Some Wagon Wheel. Exactly. So do you remember, you won't remember this, but I'm going to ask it anyway. So when I was a kid,
I remember.
I think I was probably like 5 or 6. And one year for Christmas, my dad got me Pure Disco 2, the CD.
Okay.
Out of the blue, just like it's such a mail-in dad gift. Like maybe like fucking, I don't know. He doesn't even like disco. I didn't like disco, but it was he gave it to me, and I was like the only CD that I had because this was like I don't know 1996, and I put it on, and I went through like a massive. I was a diehard disco guy from first grade until about third grade. Like for like next Christmas, I was like, "Can you get me Pure Disco 3?" My dad was like, "Sure." It's like I Pure Disco 3. I was like hardcore into Blondie, Barry White, the Ohio players, all of them, James Brown and La Freak, like all of them. And I was just like, everybody's like, hey, like everybody's listening to Smash Mouth and stuff like that, and I was just like ripping fucking Barry White, like can't get enough, you little baby. But yeah, that's short and sweet. I was a kid who just like loved disco in the 90s for like several years. Yeah, imagine being a teacher, just being like like I like my 7-year-old first grader who's singing fucking "Can't Get Enough of Your Love, Baby" by Barry White.
That's kind of like my brother. My brother's 5 years younger than me, and he like actually started listening to music before I did. Like he got into music before I did. Like I probably didn't start listening to music till I was like 6th, 7th grade. Like actually listening, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And when he was like 5, he got obsessed with this was Maroon 5 came out with the first CD. Like I forgot the name of the album for Jane or some shit like that. And I don't know, some shit like that. But he was like, he got a Walkman. You know, I remember because this was a big deal. Like Walkmans were like
Walkman, that was the best. CD player.
Yeah, CD player. So he had that, and he had that Maroon 5 CD, and he would just bump that shit.
That's how it went because you had the Walkman. You had one CD,
right? Yeah,
one. And like when I went to like summer camp and stuff, like I didn't have like I think we talked about it too. I didn't have like the where you could bring all your CDs in like a little booklet.
Yeah.
So I would like sit there in the morning and just like figure out what I'm gonna bring. And like as I got older, it was always like a what Metallica CD. But like back in these days, it was just like only one CD. It was Pure Disco 2, and it was like a 23 track. Like it was like now 3, but it was only disco. Just the hits from disco. I was just like all into the scene. I wanted to get fucking like the shoes and everything. My dad was just like, all right, we gotta end the disco. This is my bad. I mean, like looking back at it, I was just like, what the fuck did you get me Pure Disco 2 in first grade, Dad? Like, he's like, I don't know. Figured out, shit, I forgot Thomas's birthday present or Christmas present. This looks good. Pure Disco 2, throw it in the cart. Here you go. He knew whatever I got him, I'd love. But he didn't know, like, I had that kind of like attached personality sort of thing where, like, once you give me the CD, I'm going to listen to it every minute of every day and know every word. Like, I knew every word to all 23 tracks on that CD. Should look into it. Pure Disco 2. It was way better than Pure Disco 3. Failed to live up to 2. Never heard the original. Never heard the original Pure Disco.
I was just gonna ask you that. Yeah. No, it's funny. He just comes home one day, you're wearing bell bottoms, you got like a vest on with no shirt underneath, doing the Travolta.
Yep, exactly. That's what I wanted to be for a little bit, and then my brothers took over with the music taste. Thank God, because he was setting me up for disaster. He was like, then like next is Peter Gabriel. I would have been like a soft son of a bitch. Okay. So that's Do You Remember? That brings us to our third segment, which is a Bringing It Back. So, what are you bringing back today, Tons?
Let's see what I write down. I'm bringing back Sock and Boppers.
Oh, man.
Now, not just like for playing around. I think, in all offices across the country, at all public events, there should be a pair of Sock and Boppers in the corner. And if there's any kind of altercation, like, we were talking about like at the bar, like that I had, you just got the Sock and Boppers in the corner. You just wail on each other for a little bit, let off some steam. That's it.
There was like Sock and Boppers back in the day. Like it was impossible for that not to get like personal. Like it always started out like, Sock and Boppers. And then all of a sudden like your cousin like hits you with a chin shot and like you fucking whiplash back. Because of the way they're designed, and then like it's actually just like beat the shit out of him, and then he beats the shit out of you, and you're still laughing because it's supposed to be fun, but it's not, and you're fucking bleeding. We're having fun, Mom. It will get out of control. It's fighting.
Yeah,
it's such a terrible idea.
Yeah, no, it's like, just go beat the shit out of each other.
Just go beat the fucking shit out of each other in the basement and come back up for dinner later.
But that's the thing, like as adults, if you just had that instead of like actual fist fights, or if people decide to get like knives or guns, like you just blow off that steam with the sock and boppers, and that's it.
Yeah. I could like actually see them being actually more dangerous than fist fights, just the way that like when you get hit by one of those, like you absorb and then it just flings you back. You would fucking break your neck pretty easily with those things, I think.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe that's why they're only a kid's toy. I don't know. Maybe we have to mess with the design a little bit.
I think they're completely out of business and like got sued a million times.
But they're at the root of all the CTE problems in this country.
That's where it all started.
Yep. Sock and boppers.
Sock and boppers. That and like, late 70s Raiders and then sock and boppers. I am bringing back Hot Dog Day. Did you have Hot Dog Day back when you were in elementary school?
No.
We had Hot Dog Day every year at the end of the year, and it was the best day of the year. It was, you got your yearbook at the end of elementary school. You go and sign it and everything. You get a T-shirt, your Hot Dog Day, whatever year it was, special T-shirt. Everybody signs your T-shirt. You go outside in the front lawn. The whole fucking school's out there. Mm-hmm. Everybody eats hot dogs.
Everyone's got hot dogs.
It was hot dog. Everybody, just like people, you'd have like 10 hot dogs. It was incredible. Just like down on hot dogs, signing T-shirts. I'd always sign. My name is Supper Time Heavy. I think I brought up here. That was my nickname that I gave myself when I was in elementary school. I'd say Hags, Supper Time Heavy, and then have a dog thrown back. But I think we need to bring that back for work at the end of like the summer. Whole company goes outside. You see hot dogs. That's it. You don't have to sign T-shirts or anything. Just like go outside, have some hot dogs together. Yeah, that's bonding at its finest.
See, the problem is now everyone's got their gluten allergies and they're vegans. They got all this shit. You got to cater everybody. No one has to be left out. You can't have those good old days. Just like, just go have a hot dog. Just shut up and
you're not allowed to come out to Hot Dog Day unless you're eating hot dogs. You can't sit there and just like enjoy the freedom of not working. No, you have to have at least minimum 2 hot dogs.
Oh, at least 2.
At least 2. But they're small hot dogs. We're not talking about Frankfurters. We're talking about like small Nathan's dogs.
Okay. Yeah. No, I mean, listen, I don't hate it. I would love to have it just someone's like, hey, here's a hot dog. I'll take a hot dog. That's the thing about hot dogs is you could like anyone could basically just hand me a hot dog and I'll take it. Doesn't matter.
Oh,
it's like it's a hot dog.
If you're not like that, then go fuck yourself.
For sure. Hold on. I just realized my laptop's about to die. Keep talking.
So Hot Dog Day. I mean, I'm really depressed that you didn't get to enjoy this when you were in school. But like, it was literally just like you're talking with your friends on the bus, like, hey, like you getting ready for Hot Dog Day next week?
You know what I had, which was like maybe even a step up. Like the last week of school, we had field day where they'd take us to like the park nearby. And, like,
we had that too.
School. Yeah, and we just do all that burgers, dogs, all that shit. And then like it was like weird. It was like in the middle of the woods. This place we would just go out there and do all kinds of stupid shit in the woods.
Hoopla. Yeah.
A whole bunch of hoopla. Yeah.
Yeah. We had field day, but like Hot Dog Day was so much better. Like everybody's there. You're not like there's not because it's on the front lawn of the school, so there's not room for like real activities. So it's just like people, no distractions. It's just conversation with your friends, eating hot dogs. It's just having conversations with people over hot dogs. I mean, that's what kids need. That's how you get your communication skills built up at an early age. Hot Dog Day.
Yeah. Yeah. Forget all these phones and these iPads. Just like throw them in a room, give them some hot dogs and go to town.
Yeah. There were some kids that I like, fifth grade and fourth grade. Like there are some kids who could eat some fucking hot dogs, man.
Oh, sure.
Just like the kids who weren't fat yet, but you knew that they would be based on their parents. And like they would just be like on dog 14. It'd be like, okay, Hot Dog Days might not be lasting for too many years here.
And this is when Tom found out he was gay on Hot Dog Day.
Oh, no, it's Ice Pops.
Yes. Okay, yeah.
Ice Pops.
I guess the biting
hot dogs, I think of baseball in like Memorial Day and Hot Dog Day.
And Hot Dog Day. Okay. So I guess, because I guess the biting kind of throws everything off. Yeah, you don't want biting. Yeah. No. That's fair.
But the Ice Pop, you're just like, oh shit, this is like, whoops, I got a boner.
Dripping now, it's leaking.
Yeah. Down boy. All right. So that brings us to our fourth segment, which is a literally. So what are we breaking down literally today, Tones?
I gotta tell you, Tom, I'm so hungry I can eat a horse right now.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Like, imagine just sitting down and trying to eat a whole horse by yourself.
Imagine being that fucking hungry. There's no way you're that hungry.
No way, no way. Now, like, would you just eat it raw, like a cannibal, or do you cut it up, you cook it?
We'll put it like in like portions of horse meat grilled up and like sauteed, delicious for you. But the whole thing, I mean, that's got to be, it's
a 300-400 pound animal easily.
Yeah, more than that. The things are fucking massive.
Yeah, no, I know this. So, yeah.
Okay, like, are you really that hungry? Like, next time I hear that, I'm gonna be like, "Are you really that fucking hungry? Are you serious? Fucking you fat ass!"
Like, even if you're like, "Oh, I'm so hungry, I can eat a whole turkey." Like, think about eating a whole turkey.
That whole turkey's huge.
Yeah, no, they're huge, and you're talking about a horse. A horse could just like step on a turkey and kill it.
Yeah, you're not that hungry. All right, lighten up. Just wait for your food. Jesus, God, there's people starving in Africa.
Yeah, okay. They don't have horses to eat.
No, they don't. No. They don't have anything to eat.
They just eat bugs.
Yeah, I think they actually do. Caterpillars and stuff.
So whatever they could find.
Yeah. Cicadas.
Just took a dark turn.
You got cicadas over there? Talk about an annoying piece of shit of a fucking.
I don't know. That's a good question. Because they like travel like in like waves. They kind of just like, I think they migrate and shit. So yeah. I guess they'd have a pretty far migration, but maybe like they hopped on a ship at one point going back and forth.
Yeah.
Hitched a ride. I don't know.
Fucking cicadas. You ever get like so baked when you're outside at night and like normally like they're easy to like not pay any mind to because they're so consistent with their sound, but you're so baked you just like let them get to you.
You're just getting like in a trance because it's just like the same noise.
You're just like, that is so fucking loud from this little bit. How do they even do this noise? It's so fucking loud and long.
I could just picture them just sitting there just like
taking a deep breath. It's the most annoying creature of all time. I don't know what their fucking use is. It's unbelievable. Like, it'd be cool if like I found out they like eat and kill fucking tarantulas or something like that. But for all the noise that they make, Jesus Christ, contribute a little bit more.
Yeah. For all that noise, you should be making me breakfast or something.
Yeah. It might be my least favorite part of the summer. Like insects in general is why I hate the summer, but the cicadas specifically. Like, Jesus Christ, shut up. Like, I'm trying to sleep here. Anyway. So I have shit the bed. Cause I have shit the bed before. Have you ever shit the bed?
Not that I can remember. No. Like I probably have when I was younger, but
when I was in like high school, because I remember vividly, I had like a fever. And I was like sick. And I was like trying to sleep, had the sweats and everything. And like I just like woke up in the middle of the night and like rolled over, turned myself, and it just felt like damp, like I was sweating so much around my butt. And then I was just like, oh God, shit. So I go and wiped it off, realized it was a ton. I was like, oh no. And then I was so like fucking like sick and lazy. It was the middle of the night. I just went back to sleep. And I cleaned myself and was fine. And then all of a sudden, like I woke up again at like 5 a.m. Same thing happened. It was just like falling out of my ass. Like it wasn't me trying to fart and like shit coming. It was like leaking. It was like I had anal seepage that night.
No, stop.
Yeah. And my mom, like the next day, she's like, I washed your sheets. I saw you threw up a little bit last night, huh? I was like, yeah, I puked everywhere.
My butt was puking everywhere.
So I threw up. Yeah, it's totally what happened. But yeah, people were just like, man, he really shat the bed tonight. Like that's what I think of is that night of just like, oh God, I shat the bed. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's you don't want to shit the bed. This is an uncomfortable feeling, just being stuck in your own shit.
Especially like if you're gonna shit the bed, it means you're sleeping. It's middle of the night. Getting up out of bed in the middle of the night for anything, even like if you have to piss, it's the worst. Like there's nothing worse. I mean, other than shitting the bed, is waking up in the like 4 a.m. and like tired of shit. You like want to go back to sleep, but you realize that your bladder is kind of full.
Yeah,
and you're just like, oh my God, hopefully I could just kind of sleep through this, take care of it in the morning, and then your mind just starts racing. Just like it would feel like $1 million if you go take care of this piss, and then you do, and then you hit the sack and it feels great, but you can't go back to sleep. That's it. Yeah, shitting the bed just like that.
Mm-hmm. I can imagine it's even more so true with shit in the bed.
It's like another callback. I was like a pig in shit, just rolling around in it. It was full on diarrhea, like that. Like it literally just like was a full dump, like without my control. I still to this day cannot explain what happened that night. but it was bad.
This is a very shit intensive episode.
Yeah, I feel like this one we're at our best. I think this one we're at. This when we're talking shit.
We're in the shit.
So we get some criticism for our shit talk, but you know what? Fuck you. Fuck yourself.
We're in the shit now, boys.
Yeah. All right, we really are, because we moved to our fifth and final segment, which is a Stay Woke, which I'm excited for. So what do we got today, Tones?
All right. Have you ever heard the conspiracy about the Denver International Airport?
I have, but I need some refreshing.
Okay. So basically, to start off, it's the largest airport in the U.S., right? But it's attached to Denver, which isn't like nearly that big of a city. Like, it's a big city, don't get me wrong, but to have the largest, it's 53 square miles, the airport.
Oh man, that's huge.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's basically a city into itself. And also, I mean, when they built it, apparently they had another airport, Stapleton Airport, which was like 6 miles away from the city, which by all accounts was perfectly fine. You know, nothing wrong with it. So they built this big, you know, multi-billion-dollar airport. And the theory is that there's some kind of government base underneath the airport, in case of some kind of apocalyptic event.
Whoa.
A place for the government to go to kind of.
Yeah, because why would Denver be a connector at all?
Yeah, no, it's out in the middle of nowhere. That's the thing. It's like there's no.
Like Atlanta's like that, but that's just get all like to the East Coast city that are heavily populated. So that makes sense. But Denver, everybody flies direct to fucking LAX if you're going to California.
Yeah, exactly. And there's not really much else out on the West Coast.
No.
I mean, California, San Francisco, like that's it.
You can't fly direct to Alaska. So no point of going to Denver for that. No, you fly direct to Texas. Yeah, I don't know. Sounds like. Please continue.
So, and we'll kind of go. I have some source material here. So I'm going to be like sending you little pictures in the chat here on the Hangout. Anyone at home, just Google Denver Airport murals, art, statues, like all really bizarre shit. So, like some of them, my computer.
These pictures just going to pop up right here.
I'll send you a link. You'll probably have to click on them. So, I mean, first of all, you go out in front of the airport, you're greeted by a giant blue Mustang with red eyes.
Oh,
like red light up eyes. Like this demonic looking fucking thing. All right, that's kind of a long link, but click on that. You'll see there's a picture. This picture's not photoshopped at all.
Whoa.
Yeah. So big.
That looks like a horse from hell.
Yeah, it's a hell horse.
Hell horse.
And then there's a bunch of murals around the thing with like, I don't know if you want to call them Nazis or communists, but basically just murdering like children and sick people. Like this is one picture of like a Nazi looking officer wearing a gas mask
with a
rainbow sword. Yeah, holding an AK and a sword, and he's swinging the sword at a bunch of like cowering children. And this is just in the middle of the airport.
That's a fucked up picture.
Yeah, you're just walking through the airport. Hold on, I got more. You're just walking through the airport, and these are just everywhere. Here's another mural. Just like that one is like a bunch of kids kind of surrounding dead animals. There's a big fire in the background, and people are like praying and cower. Like it's just a very bizarre. Like that's something you put in a public place.
Wow. These are dark paintings.
Yeah.
If you haven't looked them up, these are very dark paintings.
Yeah.
What's with the rainbow with the Nazi with the gun who's just slaying kids with the sword?
Dude, I don't know. That's what people try to figure out. I mean, even in certain terminals you walk around, you'll see like statues of like suitcases that are open up, and there's like these like weird demonic things coming out of the suitcases. Like I don't know why that's there. What does that have to do with anything? Just like really, really unsettling stuff. Another thing. Somewhere in the airport, there's like a little like inscription kind of thing. I'll send you that picture. So basically, it's like a mining cart, like stuff you put like coal in back in the day, and you roll it back up to the front of the mine. And then
AUAG, it means gold and silver. You know how I know that? AU, give me back my gold. That back in the day.
Yeah,
AG, I just remember because AU.
The silver. But something you may not have known is one of the founders of the airport actually had discovered a new deadly strain of hepatitis known as the Australian antigen, or also abbreviated as AUAG. And like we were saying before, all these paintings and stuff pointing at a lot of apocalyptic events. So maybe like this, and this apparently is a strain of hepatitis that is rumored to be like, oh, like maybe this could be potentially used for chemical warfare because it was that potent, that deadly.
Ooh.
So that's out there. And I got one more picture to show you. There's like a plaque somewhere, like a dedication plaque somewhere within the airport, and there's a big Freemason logo on it, right?
Denver International Airport, Wellington E. Webb, Mayor, Governor Roy R. Romer, Secretary of Trans.
Different trans. Read the next line after that. Read that for the folks at home.
The time capsule beneath this stone contains messages and memorabilia to the people of Colorado in 2094.
Now, do they know something that we don't?
We haven't even tried to open that yet? What are we all waiting?
Well, it's a time capsule. That's what you're supposed to like let it wait there for a certain amount of time. But like, what do they know about 2094 that they need these people to open this shit that we don't know? Huh?
Ooh.
And it's got the big Freemason logo on it. I don't know.
And when was it put there?
I think there's a date on it.
I accidentally just X'd out of it.
94.
Oh.
So, and you see the big Freemason logo on it. If you know anything about the Freemasons, like basically all of our founding fathers are Freemasons.
Yeah, I see advertising it down here in Baltimore for the Freemasons all the time.
Yeah.
It looks fun. It looks like just a bunch of gentlemen in nice suits who just walk around and like go drink scotch.
That's what it is. I mean, that's what it is on the ground level. But I from what I hear is as you get farther up, you get more into the shit.
How do you get farther up? Do you have to pay into it like Scientology, or do you just like
it's
they
probably
see potential?
A little bit of paying up, and I'm sure a little bit of potential, and I don't know. It's a secret. It's a brotherhood. It's like a
maybe I'll join the Freemasons for content because they advertise all the time.
Yeah, I mean, you might also end up dead. We don't know.
Oh, well, it'd be worth it. I think if that happens, I get killed by the Freemasons. I think that would be hilarious.
We wouldn't know you got killed by the Freemasons. It would just be.
Well, you wouldn't know. I'm just like all of a sudden I'm hanging out with Freemasons, then I die. Like fucking Freemasons did it.
Yeah, I don't know, but I mean, if you read also one more thing at the bottom, this part's kind of hard to see. It's dedicated by the New World Airport Commission. Like that's the name on the stone, right? The only thing is, though, is the New World Airport Commission isn't a real thing.
No, yeah, I was gonna say that doesn't exist.
Yeah, it's not a real commission, not a real company, whatever. And so does that make us the old world? And they're in charge of the new world order? I don't know.
You know what sucks too? I mean, like definitely not me, but like 2094, it's a long time from now. I wonder if we're gonna be around for it. Find out.
I mean, I would be 102 if I made it that long. So it's possible.
That's way far off. Yeah, I'm not for sure. So like, you'll have to tell me later when we meet in hell.
Yeah, it's like, nothing happens. Nothing happened.
Yeah, no, it was done.
It was a done. But I got a couple more things. So when the airport was being built, they built 5 buildings first, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they decided that it wasn't the way they wanted it to be built. So instead of knocking it down and trying again, they just buried it. They just filled it in with dirt. So I have these 5 buildings down there, and apparently since then they've put like little tramways that kind of connect the buildings underground, and there's tunnels under there. And they say it's used for storage. They keep stuff down there, whatever parts.
Yeah,
I don't know. They say it's used for storage, but there's been a lot of construction going on down there. And back, a couple of years ago, I didn't look up the exact date, but there was a comet that was supposed to be coming kind of close to Earth, but they said like, oh, we should be fine. Like, ended up passing like 20 something miles.
Did not hear about that.
Yeah, Comet Elenin, they called it, I think, passed by Earth, barely missed it by like 22 miles. But apparently, like, they weren't 100% sure because it had a weird trajectory. That day when it was passing Earth, where was President Obama? He was in Denver. Ready, just in case.
I believe it.
Yeah,
I'm buying it. Based on the why are the paintings so weird? Like, if you're gonna have like a super secret government base underneath the airport, like, why would you have all these paintings? Like, it would be more believable if it was in like the Atlanta airport because it's just a normal airport and like nothing suspected is going on. But they're leading you on with all these clues. Just a weird fucking airport. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if like the tunnel, the gates to hell are down there.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe it's like you watch Stranger Things.
Yeah, I hated it. I watched the first 3 episodes and I was just like, this is garbage.
Oh my god, you're the only person to ever say that.
I hate child actors. I think they suck at it.
Okay, what's coming out of left field?
I think they suck at acting. Oh,
I was just trying to make a comparison, and you're coming at fucking child actors.
Yeah, I can't buy into the performances. I think it's a joke. But go on.
All right. No, I was gonna say it's kind of like that because they find like a portal underground to like a different dimension. So maybe that's like what they're working on down there. But yeah, it's bizarre. Also, I didn't really think this looked like it, but people say that the airstrips are kind of in the shape of a swastika.
Oh my god.
Let me see if I can pull it up. Airport swastika.
I mean, if that's the case, like, what's going on? I mean, like, we got demon paintings, we have hell horses, we have fucking time capsules that you can't open till 2094. You got to open that shit now. And if it doesn't make any sense, put it back and then like wait till 2094.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking at it now. It doesn't really like.
I doubt it does. Like, I mean, like, I can see where this is like a rabbit hole where crazy people go down and just buy it.
Yeah, it vaguely looks like a swastika.
I mean, like with all this evidence, I mean, I'd say like this is just it's an airport. It's not a swastika.
I know.
It's if you like take out most of the runways, yes, you could probably make a swastika. But like,
yeah, no. If you rearrange them or something, yeah, no, like that part.
People are desperate. They're desperate to connect whatever that Nazi painting is with the rainbow and the assault rifle over the kids to something related to Nazis as well. Like, and they're like, look at the patterns of the runway. That's how you get clickbait.
And I don't even know if it's necessarily a Nazi in that painting. It's just like it could be.
Yeah, it could easily be a Soviet. Yeah, they have like the same because there's no swastika on it. But the thing that I'm looking at it again is that the hat has an eagle on it. That's why I assume it's a Nazi.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't see that. Also, if you think about the whole AUAG thing with the hepatitis, the antigen or whatever, he's wearing a gas mask.
Yeah.
Trying to protect himself from
how we do. I mean, we're doing pretty good against that hepatitis.
Well, no, this is a new strain that like he kind of discovered in a lab. Apparently, I think it wasn't like
I for so long I thought hepatitis was like an STD.
I thought it was too. It's not.
I don't know. Is it? Is it not?
I think it could be transmitted sexually, but I don't think that's the only way.
Okay.
I think. I don't really know much about hepatitis. I just see commercials for medicine for it. But
I'm pretty sure you can get it from boozing too hard.
Yeah.
I think.
I don't like hepatitis is like one of those things that like you have it for life, but it's like you don't even notice that. Like from the outside, you don't even notice that you have it.
No, yeah, it's like a disease.
Yeah.
But like I always thought it was an STD. So you're like, I mean, like just don't have sex. I mean, like we've talked many times in the show, sex is completely overrated. You know, it's like going to the gym to jerk off. Like I'd rather just do it myself. It's the same exact sensation. And you know, I was talking with my brother about it. I think like my problem is, sorry to like completely off board here with having sex with people, but I think random hookups. I think that's my problem. That's why I keep having random. They're tough. It's a tough deal.
It's like an awkward. Yeah, it's weird. You got to like get to know this person also while you're trying to
within like a 10-minute span.
Right.
They're like, I got to get out of here in an hour. It's just like, all right, like let me just go ahead and fuck you. It's tough.
Yeah, no, it's definitely there's no like rapport. There's no. It's just all like, here, stick this in here, and then I gotta go catch a,
Yeah, and like, and that all runs through your head, and then you lose your boner, and then you look like an idiot, and then they run away. I think that's it. So, but I mean, that's the only way I know how to do it because 25 years gone by, I don't know how to fucking go meet a gay guy and not want to fucking punch him in the face. I was talking to a guy on Grindr the other day, and he's just like, I was like, "What's your favorite movie?" He listed 3 musicals. Blocked him. He was like, "What's yours?" And I was just like, "Get the fuck away from me." I'm so sick of gays and musicals. You singing pricks. They're terrible. They're not good movies. I'm sick of it.
No, I'm not a fan.
No,
but so
you shouldn't be because they're bad.
Denver Airport, yay or nay?
Nay. I was gonna go yay, big time, but it's too weird. I think everybody's looking too far into it. I think it's a fucking weird airport. I think there is something down there. But I don't know.
Like what's down there?
I don't know. I mean, maybe just a strong, firm foundation.
It's known that there's like buildings and tunnels down there. They say they keep storage, like they use it for storage down there. But like
that's like the warehouse in Camden Yards. Like people always ask, like, what do they use it for? It's like, yeah, that's where they store all the food. We got fridges and stuff in there.
No, I get that.
You got a 58-mile long airport. You got to have like a big freezer somewhere to keep all your food in there.
You have 53 square miles. You can fit it above ground somewhere. It's not that busy of an airport.
That's true.
You know, it just seems like I don't know. There's something.
I mean, I would have no problem with like that's where the president goes if there's like a nuclear attack coming and we had to keep him alive.
Yeah,
that's fine. But like, I think that would be the extent of it. I don't think there's any like crazy like Area 51 experiments going on down there. I think it's just a weird fucking place.
You don't think they're leaving clues about some kind of like future disaster that's impending about to hit us? Like with all the paintings.
I mean, the timeline is weird. Like when did the first World Trade Center explosion happen?
Time wise or
yeah, like the one in the 90s.
Oh, it was like 91, 92.
Okay. And the time capsule was put down there in 94.
94.
It would have been different if it was like a month later, like the first 9/11 thing happened.
Well, they could have started building after that because you're not gonna build it in a month. The whole airport, you know, it's gonna take a little while, especially one that big. Could take a couple of years.
I'm bound to have to fly into the Denver airport eventually with my job. So once I do, I'm going to be riveted with going in there. I'm just going to look at everything. I'm not going to fucking find anything over a 54-mile span. I'm just going to get there. And it's all the way across. Never mind.
Yeah, you could probably spend years in there like finding new shit. Honestly.
Yeah.
Maybe like Tom Hanks in that one movie where he's like stuck in that like the perimeter layover. Yeah.
Classic. Yeah. All right, well, we got to get out of here. That's the show. Fascinating stuff there, Tones. Fascinating stuff. I'm probably going to look into that a little bit more. Are there documentaries on that up there on the TV?
I don't know if there's any There's definitely videos on YouTube. That's what I watch. But I'm sure there's something out there about it.
I have to look for it.
Maybe I think actually Ancient Aliens has some stuff about it.
Well, they're fucking full of shit. I don't buy anything that those guys say.
Listen.
Everything that they look at has to come back to aliens, no matter what. Like,
what's the name of the show? You got to sift through some of the stuff. Some of it's ridiculous, but
so they got to rename the show like maybe Ancient Aliens. So that way, at least you give me like I'm going in there like it's like at the end of the day, we realize it's not.
This is like Ancient.
I watch the whole thing, so it's fine. You got me.
Yeah.
But like sometimes you could throw in and just be like aliens did probably happen here, rather than every single time aliens.
Or like Ancient Aliens, like a question mark at the end.
That would be huge. And I'd be like,
maybe.
All right, let me see. Let's find out. All right, so that's the show. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. We will be back next weekend with a Hoosiers review, talking flicks, classic Saturday show after that too. But have a great rest of your week, Bomb Squad. Go kick some ass out there. All right, talk to you later.